Hey kiddos, today we are going to learn how to draw old style gas pumps. Stuff that you'd see probably in the 1960s or even the 50s. Fun old school stuff. Subscribe to my channel and we're going to learn how to draw some cool things together. Hot rods, teach you how to draw carburetors, teach you how to draw anything hot rod related. So much fun. So what I start off with is your regular old 8.5 by 11 piece of printer paper. Super cheap, super easy to get a hold of. You can use binder paper, you can use anything you got. And I use a Sharpie, but you're welcome to use a pencil or a pen or whatever you have laying around. I'm using a Sharpie just so you can see it better on paper. The thickness helps out. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw two lines parallel to each other, about that tall. One line across the bottom, nice and straight, connecting the two. And then an upside down U, like so. Next, we're going to draw two more lines, just like these, on the inside, nice and close. You're going to stop right about there on both sides. And I'm stopping here for a reason. Here's a little trick I do. I want to make rounded corners right here. So instead of going all the way down and trying to make a rounded corner, I find it easier to stop here, draw my line across the middle. See, I have this gap right here. And then it's easier to make a little half circle, or a quarter circle, I should say, on either end. Gives me a little rounded corner. On the top up here, we're going to do another half U, but we're not going to keep it as close as this one. We're actually going to make it a little shorter. So we're going to kind of do like something like that. As close as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be the top of the gas pump here. Next, we're going to do all of the lettering and signage part of it that goes in the middle here. So I start off maybe a third of the way or a quarter of the way up here. I'm going to make a rectangle. And then I'm going to make a square about this, the thickness of this rectangle. That's where I'm going to start my square. So that looks pretty good to me. Not totally square, still rectangular, but much taller box. I'm going to make another rectangle, but this one's going to be much shorter. Just above my box here. And one last one up in this area, and it's going to be another rounded corner like down here. And it's going to be another more boxy shape. So I think I'm going to make it somewhere in between these widths here. So come up here. Like so on both sides. I'm not going to connect this line straight across. I'm going to go slightly above it so I could do a rounded corner. Like that. Okay. Next, on this side here, I'm going to make a long skinny rectangle. Starts about halfway in this box and ends about halfway in this box. Nice and easy, right? And I'm going to make a triangular shape starting at the top of this box, coming out, going back down. So it's like a triangle on its side. This is going to be the gas pump handle. And we're going to make it real easy. We're going to do two straight lines, not too long, kind of coming out at an angle here. I'll start my top line some length like that, and my bottom line. This is where the gas pump nozzle gets hung up. And at the end of this line, I'm going to do a half circle shape. So it looks like a tube. And then I'm going to do another half circle on top of that corner, and a bigger half circle connecting those two pieces. Okay. Going to be a lot of half circles here. We're going to do another half circle right here. And then this half circle is going to mimic this same one. We're going to start here and we're going to curve like that. So it follows the same path. And we're going to draw a line at the bottom of that. One more half circle. We're going to start right in this little corner, half circle, and then back down. So it makes a full circle. And then we're going to put a line through it. That's basically the gas pump trigger that you would pull when you're at the gas pump. So now we need to draw the hose. The hose typically comes off the bottom of the handle here. So we're going to start this corner, draw a curvy shape that touches the edge, touches this corner, touches that corner. And then we're going to trace that same line and then I'm going to do one more line one more circle curvy section from here all the way up to the top of this triangle. And same with the bottom one. And it could go over your other lines, is totally fine. Because we're going to fill this in now with our pen or pencil or whatever we got and make it black. There, that's our hose. Okay, now that we've all got the handle on and the pump and the hose, I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to make some lettering and some numbers and things. Down at the bottom here in this one, I want to put the word gasoline. All uppercase, block letters. Okay. And then this one, this is where my logo would be. So whatever brand of gasoline, you can make it up yourself. You could be whoever's gasoline you want. I'm going to put, and I'm going to do it at an angle just for fun. Cool gas. This next section right here is for the date. So you could put 2020 if you want, or you could put your birthday. I think I'm going to put my birthday. And the last section is for what you would normally see, you know, a price and how many gallons you got, and then another price after you bought the gallons. So let's make a few boxes in here. They could be any kind of boxes you want. I'm going to make this one just random boxes. I'll make this one longer. And then I'll make this one kind of small too. So in the first box, I'm going to pretend that this is 40 cents per gallon. So I'm going to put a 4, 0, a dot, and then a cents sign. In this section, I'm going to say they bought 3 gallons. So I'll do a 3 and a G-A-L. And 40 cents times 3 would be $1.20. You don't have to do all the math. That's totally up to you. And I'm going to do a little dollar sign outside of here. This, you could just make this up. This is just easy for me to do it this way. The last thing we need is to put another name up above here. And typically when you get to a gas pump, it just says gas or gasoline or something like that. So I'm going to put old, and I'm going to follow the curve. School gas. Just making stuff up, totally for fun. And if you want to add a few more details, you can. I also like to go at the bottom corners here and draw a straight line up to either side, so it looks like it's sitting on the ground. And then maybe draw something super simple like, if you do a, pretend you're doing a rectangle, stop about this wide, make a space, another line. Don't go all the way to the bottom here. Do the same thing on this side. And then do our half circles, connecting them to the bottom line and to the top line. Now, do a few lines just randomly, kind of going across here and here and here. And maybe do a couple more lines like this, just up and down. And it kind of looks like a tire. You could fill it in black if you want to make it look more like a tire. That's up to you. Or you can color it whatever color you want. It looks like a tire kind of sitting on its side. That's kind of fun. You could do another tire because they used to stack tires and put the top tire sitting on top differently. You can make like a circle inside of this tire. About like that. Make another smaller circle inside of that circle. That represents the wheel or the rim. And then I make a really small one in the center. And you could do whatever design you want here, but I like to put a couple of dots, 5 of them usually, for lug nuts. That's what holds your wheel onto your car. Super simple, just push down with your pin. And then you could do some kind of fun design, like you could do triangles. Something like that. And it looks like a wheel and a tire sitting on top of this wheel tire. And then you could color it in black if you want. You don't have to. But it just makes it look a little bit more like a tire. Easy enough. So that's our gas pump. That's our tire. There's lots of other tools and stuff that I can show you how to draw really easily. And I might do that on separate videos. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. I noticed that mine are really long. So this is our old school gas pump. Thanks for joining me, kiddos, and have a great day.